Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to film the week of the 17th to the 23rd of August 2020, and I'll be using a Happie Scrappie kit. So I've been hoarding this for quite a while now, and so what you have these little tabs that you can just cut down in the middle, and they will be perfect icons for you to use on your spread. You have the half boxes, quarter boxes, and some habit trackers on this page. You have your to-dos, to-days, and some headers. Then you have your date covers, which she gives you a lot of date covers, and these stickers are also decorative. Then you have your checklists, some icons, the sticky notes, finally the full boxes, and this is all in hollow foil. You know my hate for hollow foil, but I have a kit, I'm gonna use it, and it's spring here in Australia. It's coming up to spring here in Australia, so I thought that transitioning with this kit would be really nice. And finally the date dots or mug dots, because these are little cat mugs and they are absolutely adorable. To complement this kit, I am going to use my Simply Gilded. So this is a collab with Happie Scrappie, and I think this was an oops, but it's in hollow foil, so might as well use it. And finally, this is the Stardust in gold and silver foil. I cannot remember which release this was, but it was way back then. I think it was one of her first releases of Stardust. So that's what we're going to work with today. This will be kind of a voiceover, kind of a talk through plan with me, because on my last plan with me, if you didn't check it, go check it right now. I've talked for the entire video, and I think that is a little bit too much. It's not my style, so I'm gonna do me, you do you, and all of that. So I will be doing a voiceover, but I'm gonna share a little bit of my life, because I'm sure you guys want the update of how my event went. So I'll be using all of these stickers. They are different shops, and all the shops will be listed down below. But you can see Coffee Monsterz Co, you can see Rose Colored Daze, GP Sticker Studio, Fox and Cactus, and a few things that I've done, that I've printed for myself. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? So I am going to do a voiceover on this video. It will be a talkative one, like a lot of you gave me feedback that you like that. So that's what we're gonna try to do, but I'm gonna do voiceovers while I'm talking about my spread. And the reason is I noticed that I cannot focus on the sticker placement while I am talking. I cannot do two things at the same time, at least not when I'm planning. So that's why you're gonna see that this is a long video, more than usual for my videos, and it is in a slower pace. But the reason is because I just cannot talk and put stickers at the same time. If you can hear the noise, it's my dog that decided to have a drink just right now while I'm doing this voiceover. Anyway, while I'm doing my whiting out my week page, my sidebar, this week was the week of the 24th to the 30th of August. And in my previous video, I'll leave a card on the screen for you here. But on the previous week, I mentioned that I had a live stream for my work. So I had to prepare a script, and I had to have several drafts of documents, several drafts of a script for the presenters, and compose presentations and all of that. So it was a week. The live stream happened on the Thursday, and my week up until that point was just a roller coaster. So I thought I had everything settled. I thought I had everything perfect, and I got my behind handed to me by one of the other producers.
So I was learning how to do a live stream, and one person was teaching me how to do it. They would teach me how to do it on the day, and they did help with you need a script, you need to tell the presenters how to do things, how to when to speak, when to change screens and all of that. And I kind of got the gist of it. I know I did, but when they requested a script, they weren't precise on exactly what they wanted. And of course, I have a boss, so if she wants to add something to the script, the original script, she will, and I will do it because, well, she's my boss. She right. So when I sent the final draft, and I quote the word draft, the person just went ballistic on me on an email and CC'd everyone under the sun on that email, and that was just appalling. It was heartbreaking and it was so unprofessional. Mind you, that two of the people who got CC'd on the email, besides my boss, just called me straight away and said, I am so sorry that this happened. That was so unprofessional and all of that. So that was pretty much the tone of the beginning of the week. And it didn't get better, any better after that. It just got worse. But we'll get to that when I'm on to the spread on the days that it happened. So back to the spread. I just whited out my sidebar and I put down a Happie Scrappie collab with Simply Gilded. This she released three foils on this one, and this was the hollow or the silver hollow. And then I put the Simply Gilded Stardust. Like I mentioned, I want to use my Stardust a little bit more, so I'm trying. And I did, I put one the bottom of the Stardust with the and inverted it to match the bottoms, like two bottoms, two Stardust areas, and the whites away from each other. And I think the effect looked really nice. If I'm making any sense. So the washi cutter that I used is from Fox and Cactus, and she's always having new releases. So if you're interested, I would check her out. So after I do the sidebar, I start on the date covers if a kit has a date cover, and this one had the cutest one, but I had to white out the date, so that's what I did. I think that the effect of the washi was really nice, like I was saying on the Stardust one, and it just brings your eye to that part of the spread of the sidebar, not as much to the bows and the other pink, the Happie Scrappie collab. Anyway, date covers and date dots. I did a mistake on the date dots. I had to remake the date dots. I had to use undo and all of that. So that's why you're going to see that the video is a little bit junky or a little bit weird. But that being said, it worked in the end. Happy Scrappy always have really big date dots, my opinion. I think that her date dots are humongous, and I'm not really a fan because the date covers are really skinny. So it does look, for me, it does look a little bit off proportion. So I'm not sure I would continue to use that style if I didn't already had all of the kits that I will stop hoarding and will start using. Anyway, my Monday, it was yeah, you can think about you can think how it was with this little giggle that I just had here. But it was fun. It was fun. Tuesday was even worse. Wednesday was okay. I mean, there wasn't a lot we could do after that. After all the shit show. So excuse my French, but the shit show that happened. Thursday was just Thursday was it was so bad that I took half a day off, and that was the day of the presentation. So it was bad. Let's just leave it at that. Friday was great. It was Friday. Saturday and Sunday were also really good. So that was interesting. But I have to say that Saturday and Sunday were especially awesome because my husband also started his days off. So he had 9 days in a row off, and that's very rare for him. If it's not an actual vacation, he works in a roster system. So those were really good days for us because we spend the days together. We usually don't spend days together. We have a very weird schedule. But yeah, Saturday and Sunday were okay. So I will let you know what happened on each day so you can understand all of this whole story that I'm telling you right now. So let's get to it. So tomorrow, Coffee Monday, I usually do my Coffee Monday mug. I chose my full boxes based on Uh, again, if there is a mug or something that refers to a beverage, that goes on the Monday. And the kit came with four, six washi strips or washi headers on one page and two on another. So I mix match that a little bit, or at least I try to. Um, the kit is also with hollow silver or shattered glass silver hollow foil. It's just too much. It's just too much for me, but it is what it is. So um it was a lot. But it just matches, and it's very bright for me. I wouldn't use it as a personal preference, but I didn't have a choice because it's what the designer chooses. So Monday I used a coffee mug from the kit itself to mark down Coffee Monday, and boy did I drink coffee that week. I did. I used a leftover hollow flag from rose-colored Daze, as well as some hollow that you can barely see transparent stickers from Happie Scrappie to mark down work from home on the Monday. And it's a little like milk mug, milk carton to mark down that it was work from home day. I use a post-it from the kit to mark down my social media items that I wanted to complete on that day. So I did my Instagram post, I did some Instagram stories, and I also wanted to mark down things that I wanted to clean around the house after work, which was I needed to do the dishes and I also needed to tidy up a little bit. So, pick up the messes and clean counters and all of that. So I had a little bit of an awkward space at the end. So I just filled that with rose holidays, silver hollow foil accent, bow accent, no, heart accent that also came in a freebie. A lot of my hollow accent icons and um, other stickers that you're gonna see are from freebies. The Tuesday was the day that I got my behind handed to myself, and I put down this clear sticker from Happie Scrappie, and it's a cat butthole to mark down work from home because that day work was a butthole. There's no other word to describe it that would be polite because it wasn't a polite day. It was a terrible day. That day, I received the email that I mentioned before, and everyone else in the world received that email. Pretty much the woman called me incompetent. And I do not appreciate that kind of behavior. You can call me incompetent. If I am, great. enlighten me, but you have ways of telling someone that they're incompetent, like, in private. You can scream at me in private, that's fine, but don't humiliate or embarrass me in front of anyone else. I just, I anyway, it was a horrible day. I went to the post office that day and marked down with a half box. I did a peel run and I also messaged the buyers for my distash. I cleaned the litter trays and I'm using an icon that is from a shop that is now closed. I also got Happy Mail, which I'm marking down with a Fox and Cactus cat. And I water my plants, which I'm marking down with a Hamilton Print Co sticker. Anyway, that was my Tuesday, which was a terrible, terrible day on that week. And I think you can understand how terrible it was because I cannot get over it. It's been 2 weeks. My Wednesday was kind of okay, but still there. Still, the hurt was still there. So I put down my full box at the bottom and I put another little carton of milk that came on the kit, or it was a freebie, I can't remember, to mark down that I worked from home. Then I put down some flag, a freebie flag, hollow flag from Rose Colored Daze to mark down that I did some Amazon shopping. And what I got from Amazon was an air fryer for my husband. He's been trying, or asking for an air fryer to replace our old one since before December last year. He wanted for Christmas, but it was really expensive. He's like, "Oh, I don't want you to spend that much money." So I just said, "You know what? This is a terrible week. I might as well treat you to something good." It's like treating myself as well, though I don't use an air fryer that much. So I went Amazon shopping and got him an air fryer, and he was so happy. I also marked down that I wanted to upload my haul. I upload hauls every Wednesday, so if you subscribe to my channel and click that bell notification, you will be notified when I upload my hauls. Um, I used a bow from a freebie to mark down that I wanted to put the new clothes that I got away on my closet after I washed them. So I folded them and put them away. It was also bin night, and I marked bin night with uh, an icon from Planning Like a Pro. And finally, I used a heart from the same freebie from Rose Colored Daze to mark down that it was Call Mom Day. I call my mom every Wednesday and every Sunday because she lives overseas. And that was my Wednesday. Then we have Thursday. Well, Thursday was the day of the live stream, and I had to go to the office, so I had to wake up super early because I live in the middle of nowhere and the office is in Sydney CBD. Um, but it was a good trip. It wasn't bad. There wasn't a lot of people on the train, which I can appreciate with all this COVID stuff happening. Um, but again, I'm marking it down with a butthole. This time is a corgi butthole because again, it was a butthole of a day. Um, I also used a little the Coffee Monsterz Co freebie that came on the kit, a half box that came on a freebie to mark down that it was a day. The person that was producing, the same one that dragged me down on the Tuesday, she just kept shaking her head at me for the most stupid reasons while people were presenting. We had one of the presenters dropping down on a key moment. We had issues with people. She couldn't change the screens from from one presenter to another. So it was a nightmare. It was an absolutely nightmare. So I took half a day off. My boss told me just take half a day off. So I took half a day off and I went to the mall and I got my nails done because it was just I needed some me time. I needed to just do something for myself. So that's what I'm marking down that half box there on that quarter box there. Thursdays are also Water the Plants Day. Again, Hamilton Print Co. icon to mark it down. And once more, I cleaned my litter trays and then I went to bed super early because it was a day. Friday, thank God it was Friday. I marked down that I worked from home with that freebie that I mentioned from the kit. I marked down Fry Eye with a big, with a quarter box and a Fry Eye sticker from Vansticky, which I really need to restock, by the way. I also marked down that I did some groceries online with an icon from a shop that is now closed. I used the Coffee Monsterz Co again, another freebie. So it's an emoji holding a lot of parcels and Yai delivery, and it was the air fryer. So that was the highlight of the week, guys. To be honest, that was the highlight of the week, to get a damn air fryer to replace my old one. I mean, how sad is that? And finally, after I just after work, I was really just like, I need to numb my mind. So I just made myself a big cup of tea and I laid in bed and I watched a movie and I watched another movie and I watched another movie, and it was just mind numbing and it was great. It was exactly what I needed after such a long week and such a stressful week. That being said, I have to say that I'm really supported by my boss, and I am really proud of the fact that I didn't make a fool of myself and that I pulled through despite of all of the shenanigans. Anyway, Saturday was a day that I slept in after all the movies that I watched because I watched all of them. So I marked down sleeping with a cute icon from, I think the shop is called the House of Stickers. I don't know if they're open, I don't know if they're still in business, but I've marked it down with that. I also filmed a plan with me. I uploaded my previous one and that I called Le Rambo. And I marked down the upload with an icon from Rose Colored Daze, again from a freebie. Um, Finally, I used one as washi strip to mark down laundry, and the laundry is also from a freebie. So I used this freebie that is a hollow freebie that I've been hoarding for a while. I used pretty much all of it on this spread, and it was beautiful because I managed to get rid of it. And finally, I marked down another movie night. I watched Jumanji Next Level while my husband was playing games because he didn't want to watch the movie. Sunday it was cleaning day, so I put down my full box and then I put down a cleaning script from Marshmallow Studio, and I used the little mugs checklist that came with the kit. I used them to mark all of the things that I wanted to clean in the house. So it was, I needed to vacuum, I needed to mop, I needed to clean the bathrooms, and I also wanted to clean my deep freezer, which is not a task I do at all very often. I do it, I'd like to say once a year. I should do it every 6 months, but I just don't have I just can't. So I do it once a year, and that's good enough. Unlike my fridge, that I do it more often. So the deep freezer is a yearly task, and it was well overdue. I do need to find a good yearly tracker for things like that, like, things that you need to do around the house. If you have any suggestions, please leave in the comment down below, and the shop and what the insert is called, because I would love something like that because I am terrible with it. Anyway, finally I did a massive distash on Sunday. I started a massive distash on Sunday and I marked it down with a fox and cactus, and finally a big Hamilton Print Co. unicorn that it was to mark down that it was a me time. me and my planet.
That's it, guys. That is the spread for the week of the 24th to the 30th of August instead of what I said at the beginning of this video. That was my bad. It's just every day is a blur day, as you know, so that's why this happened. But I think it looks really nice. It's very bright, it's very colorful, it's very spring is coming, and I usually don't do this many bold colors, yellows, greens and all that, but I think it looks really nice, and I managed to use a lot of my freebies, leftover kits, leftover stickers, and that makes me happy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions on the comments down below, and I'll be happy to answer them as soon as possible. All shops will be tagged, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay sane, wash your hands, and love your lottles. Bye!